song, but you're biting your tongue. You've spent a lifetime stuck in silence.
I'll be talking about journey to sustainable development as a nation. And then, what is a journey? A journey is just simply the movement from a point to another. So from that simple definition, there are two key factors for any journey to be accomplished. The first factor is where you're coming from, and then the second one is where you're going to. So the two of them have to be in mind for you to embark on any journey and for the journey to be successful. What is sustainable development? Sustainable development is just simply the development of a nation without the depletion of resources. So for example, how can we develop Nigeria, let's say in the next 20, 30, 40 years, and still have enough resources for our kids to use when it's their time? So if you combine these two, sustainable development for me is just simply the development of human capital, because that's the basic way we can develop actually without depleting our resources. If we understand now where we're coming from as a nation, we go back to our independence in Nigeria. Our constitution was written for us by the British, and that, I believe, is one of the reasons why our growth has been stunted for now. I believe that's the reason why we're not where we ought to be, because we did not write the key documents that's going to guide our lives and then frame our development. For any journey to be a success, for example, pilots are the ones that chart the course for their flights. They prepare the flight plan, and then it's not someone in the control tower that tells them what to do. The pilot charts his course and then he gives it to the control tower. That's just a simple message that says that someone that's not going to be on the journey with me shouldn't be the one to plan that journey for me. Because on the way I'm going to encounter challenges and different circumstances. So I need to know how I'm going to approach it and how I'm going to maneuver my way to get to where I want to go to at the end of the day. So I believe that in this our journey of development as a nation, we as Nigerian citizens should sit down and then think and deliberate our ideologies on where we want to be, how we want to get there, and when we want to get there. Now, where should this journey begin for me? The journey begins, like I said, having a clear destination where you're going to. And then that starts from us as a nation having what we call our own national dream. This national dream is going to be the desired transformation, and it's going to be the roadmap for where we're going to go to. So the dream per se is what's going to form the framework or the guideline for every policy that is going to be made to the betterment of this nation. In Nigeria, we've had a lot of visions and dreams, so to say, from different administrations. But it shouldn't really end there. There should be a skeletal system that we all look up to that would guide all our policy makers when they are making policies and coming up with their own individual system. It's this dream that we have where we want to be that will guide our value system, and ultimately it's our value system that determines how developed we're going to be. We had Vision 2010, and that was submitted in September of 1997 to Abacha. And then the vision was for Nigeria to become a united, industrious, caring and God-fearing democratic society, committed to making the basic needs of life affordable for everyone and creating Africa's leading economy. Now we are in 2014. The only thing I can say that came out from this vision is the democratic society part. Yes, today in Nigeria, we're practicing one man, one vote, and then there's a democratic system coming up now. But what about the united and industrious nation? We have issues today, ethnic wars, ethnic clashes going on. We have Boko Haram today. What about affordable life being affordable for everyone? It's not easy for the average person in the streets to be able to buy for that's priced at approximately 97 naira a litre. So then, what was the purpose or what was the aim for this Vision 2010? In Vision 2010, there was a part of the resolution in the Vision 2010, the document that was submitted to Abacha, and he said that about 26% of the nation's budget should be dedicated to education. Now in 2014, currently, the 2014 budget, only 10.7% was allocated to education. So we can see that there's a lot of disparity between Vision 2010 and where we are 4 years after Vision 2010, which just tells me that anybody comes in, they do what they want to do, and then if the person leaves, a new person comes up and then does something else. And that's what we're seeing now with Vision 2020. And if something is not done, probably maybe when we're in year 2024, we'll probably see Vision 2030. And this will keep on going on without anything being actualized or achieved. Now, this Nigerian dream is what is going to make up the framework for our constitution to be rewritten. It's what is going to make up the framework for us to drive change and then implement policies so that we know what we're looking for. We value every human being. We know that, okay, behind it, we want every Nigerian to be able to say something about himself or herself. For example, if you pick a 5-year-old child from the street and say, why are you a Nigerian? Or what is a Nigerian? What does it mean to be a Nigerian? The child has something to say, which won't, in summary, be so far from what a 20-year-old person will say. It's the dream that will make a 10-year-old child look up to growing up, and then it's what will make the 90-year-old man be happy that he lived his life in Nigeria and that God made him in Nigeria. The Bible says that the old men shall dream dreams and the young men shall see visions. So it is okay because of the kind of framework we have in Nigeria now where the elderly ones are the ones leading us. So for me, it is okay for them to create this framework, this dream, and say, okay, this is what we want to achieve for Nigeria. This is our Nigerian dream. And then for the young ones, we should transform that dream to our vision, and then we should run with it, and then we know where we're going to. So we should also not forget statistics. About 49% of our Nigerians are aged between 15 and 54, and then the legal age in Nigeria is 18. So we should not just hope or shout or clamor for change. We should be the change that we want to see, and we should use the statistics to our favor. You can imagine what will happen if everyone, all the Nigerians between 18 and 54, that's about 49%, that's over half the population of the nation, should decide, okay, this is what we want to stand for, this is what we want to do, and this is what we want the people that we've elected into power to do for us. They have no choice than to listen, because that sum is significant enough to keep them out of office if they deviate from what we want them to do. So it's on this note that we want to challenge all the young citizens to demand their place on the decision-making table. It's not just only about sitting on the table, but you can walk behind the scenes. You can exercise your rights to vote. You can exercise your rights in the Constitution of Nigeria to put someone there that's going to represent you. That is what we should do now in Nigeria. When they say come on to the sitting table, the decision-making table, it's not just about you being the president of Nigeria or you being the governor. What are you doing in your own house? That is where it starts from. So let us use just our statistics to the advantage. And I'm very glad that the current president has said that the youth should send a note to the Senate, and that he's going to throw his weight behind it to remove the age restrictions from leadership positions. This is where we need to start from as a nation. It's high time we young people chart the course and set sail for sustainable development. We should also not forget that success is not a destination, but a journey. And for us to go on this journey, we need to begin by asking ourselves, what is the Nigerian dream?